Hey guys, I went on my first solo trip to Morocco. This was a group trip with G Adventures, and it was a pretty good experience for a first time solo trip. It was a 14-day trip, and I was feeling anxious before going on this trip, I'll be honest, because being it my first time, and I'm going where I don't speak the language, and I'll be traveling with a bunch of strangers who I've never met, right? So yeah, I was super anxious before I got on that flight, but this trip was one of my best experiences in my life. And if you have been looking for a sign to go on your solo trip, I hope this will be your sign to take it. Trip started from Casablanca and ended in Marrakech. I'll share the total expenses in the last video. If you need any more details or anything, or if you have any questions going on your solo trip, please feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll make sure to respond. This is day one. I landed in Casablanca, and the first thing I did was withdraw some cash. There's an ATM right next to the train station, so it was super convenient. I took out about 2000 dirhams using my debit card. Instead of taking a taxi, I decided to try the local train. My hotel was about a 15-minute walk from the station. I'll admit, walking alone with my luggage in a country I'd never been to was a little intimidating. I definitely got a few curious looks, but I just kept walking. And that evening, I got to meet my group and we grabbed dinner together and didn't film the rest of the night. Next morning, we headed to Tangier. We explored the Kasbah with a local guide, wandered through the beautiful streets, and stopped at viewpoints overlooking the Strait of Gibraltar, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Mediterranean Sea. The views are absolutely incredible. And there were some souvenirs, and this is where I met the first cat. This country is full of cats. Trust me, you'll be seeing a lot of them during this trip. After lunch, we started the scenic drive to Chefchaouen. The mountain views along the way were stunning. Chefchaouen was every bit as magical as I'd imagined. Almost every building is painted in different shades of blue, making the entire town feel like something out of a fairy tale. When we arrived at our hotel, we were welcomed with traditional mint tea, and it was so refreshing after the drive.
Being a supervisor of the guides for the local for the hikes here.
Yeah. I was paired with a roommate. She was from Australia, and honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better roommate. We clicked almost immediately, and over the course of the trip, we became really good friends. Looking back, she made the experience even more memorable. Our room overlooked the mountains and the busy streets. It was a little noisy, but waking up to that view made it completely worth it. That evening, my roommate, two girls from Switzerland, and I set out to find restaurant for dinner. It took us a while to navigate these little streets. By the time we found it, the place was completely packed, so we wandered over to the town's only bar for a glass of wine. While we waited, it was full of locals watching football, and yes, we got plenty of curious stares, but everyone mostly kept to themselves, and we headed back out for dinner, ended up with a great night and a great meal. And the morning started with a traditional hotel breakfast filled with fresh bread, pastries, cookies, and local treats. After breakfast, I explored Chefchaouen on foot, wandered through the Medina, and took way too many photos of the blue streets. In the evening, we hiked up to the Spanish mosque. It was an easy hike, and the weather was perfect, and the sunset over the blue city was one of the most beautiful moments of the entire trip. We took a different trail back down, got to see another side of the town, had dinner, and called it a night. Stay tuned for part 2 because Morocco just keeps getting better from here.